Did you know that you and your computer speak different languages? It doesn't speak Spanish, or Swedish, or Chinese. It speaks in ones and zeros. You can't communicate directly with your computer.
What is operating system? Operating system, or OS, is a system, software that manages computer hardware, software resources, and provides common services of computer program. And also an operating system is a basically agent between the user and the computer hardware. This is a resource allocator and interrupt driver. So, why do operating system evolve? For what reason kaya? In what reason? Operating system have evolved from slow and expensive system to present-day technology where computing power has reached exponential speeds and relatively inexpensive. Well, in the beginning, computers were manually loaded with program code to control computer function and process of code related to business logic. And for you, what is operating system?
First, an operating system is the most important software that runs on a computer, and to manage the computer's resources such as the central processing unit, memory, disk, drives, and printers. If there isn't sufficient space in RAM for all the data and instructions, then the OS allocates the least necessary files to temporary storage on the hard drive, called virtual memory. Operating system program that manage a computer's resources, especially the allocation of those resources among other programs. Typical resources include the central processing unit, computer memory, file storage, input or output devices, and network connections. Resource management is the dynamic allocation and deallocation by an operating system of processor, cores, memory page, and various types of bandwidth to computations that compete for those resources. The objective is to allocate resources so as the optimized responsiveness subject to the finite resources available.
Second, establish a user interface. A good user interface provides a user-friendly experience, allowing the user to interact with the software or hardware in a natural and intuitive way. User interface design is the process designers use to build interfaces in software or computerized devices. Focusing on looks or style, designers aim to create interfaces which users find easy to use and pleasurable. UI design refers to graphical users interface and other forms. Voice control interfaces, and the best practices for designing an interface are: keep the interface simple, be purposeful in page layout, make sure that the system communicates what's happening, and think about the defaults.
Third, execute and provide services for application software. It provides user the services to execute the programs in a convenient manner. Programs are stored on secondary storage devices such as hard disk. When you install a program on your computer, the program is actually copied to your hard disk. But when you execute a program, the program is copied from your hard disk to the main memory, and that copy of the program is executed. A process includes the complete execution of the written program or code. Memory is used to load and run applications such as your spreadsheet program, respond to commands such as any edits you make in the spreadsheets, or toggle between multiple programs such as when you left the spreadsheet to check email. Memory is almost always being actively used by your computer.
The history and evolution of operating system. In 1960s, IBM was the first computer manufacturer to task of developing operating system and began distributing operating system, which included in computers. And also this is the first operating system was created by the Motors or the General Motors in 1956 to run a single IBM central computer. So we have a video. This video is not mine. This video also found on the YouTube. It's a source video, all video. Keep watching, guys. The ENIAC history. The U.S. Army, meanwhile, needed to calculate complex wartime ballistics tables. Proposal met patron. The result was ENIAC is the Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, built between 1943 and 1945. The first large-scale computer to run at electronic speed without being slowed by any mechanical parts. And when was the ENIAC invented? ENIAC invented on February 15, 1946. And who is the inventor of ENIAC? The inventor of ENIAC is John Mauchly and J. Presper Eckert. The groundbreaking device from John Mauchly and the John Presper Eckert. As the technology progressed in the early and mid-19th, the need for enhanced computational speed grew. In response to this deficit, the American military invested $500,000, wow, to create the ideal computing machine. And what was ENIAC used for? In the short definition, short for Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, the ENIAC was the first electronic computer used for general purposes, such as solving numerical problems,